In this tutorial, we'll take some ordinary room mics and make them a lot more exciting with some compression and EQ. Again, the room mics work with the center and overheads to bring excitement and depth to the kit. Here they are by themselves. With regards to panning, remember the overheads were slightly left and right, center up the middle, and these are going to be pushed a little farther out. Once more, I used ribbon mics, this time Beyer M160s, and again because they take compression well. I'll also use a little bit of EQ to pull down some of the high end, the cymbals and hi-hats. In this case, I'm using the 1176 LN-E model. Some people call it the blackface model. It's a classic compressor heard on countless records. But any good 1176 can get this sound with subtle differences. Now I'll take the compression off so you can hear the drums by themselves. Now let's add a lot of compression to the room mics and see what it can do. Turn it off. Let's get down to one microphone now. The great 1176 compressor is easy to use because it only has a few knobs. You have your input gain, output, and attack and release. There's the ratio. I usually leave it at 4:1. And when you turn the input down, it lightens the compression. Watch when I push it. There's all the aggression right there. We'll find a good middle spot. The output just controls the output of the plug-in. Drive it a little more. Now the real aggressive part of this plug-in is in the release. Listen as I turn the release down. When you turn it up, it's much more aggressive. When the release is set very high like that, the attack doesn't make that much of a difference. Listen. Not much there. It's all in the release. Now let me turn the EQ off and listen to this. I'm going to use the Massenburg DesignWorks EQ, and I'm going to pull down some of the high end because when you compress like that, it can get really crunchy, especially up in the high end where the cymbals are. Notice how it softens the whole sound, but you still have the aggression. It's a nice, round, warm, but aggressive sound. And that's what we're going for with the room mics. Again, you can copy and paste that plug into the next side so that you have a perfect stereo pair. Now, some people like to use a drum bus to compress things with, but I happen to like to put everything individually. It's just a personal preference. And while it can take up some more processing power, I just find it offers more control individually. So let's just listen. I'm going to turn the automation off. It adds the width as well as the excitement. Now, if you only had one mic, you could do this as well, but I like to use two for a lot of width. And you can pan them as wide as you want. Now that we've dialed in all the microphones and some good basic levels, we can tighten up the details next.